We're not against rap. We're not against rappers. But we are against those.
Something big about to happen. I hear the beat tapping.
We some fly rhyming felines rapping on the track. Better yet, grab a gat, cause we hot like
Enzo, doors closed, windows up, cause that's the way we like to ride. Windy City hitting.
check mic 1 2 1 2. We live, baby. Yo, what's up, Chicago? And welcome back to Speak Your Mind Radio, episode 633, season 18. I'm your hostess with the mostest, Queen Star, aka Ms. Hip Hop. And in this very special episode, I will be discussing Chris Brown's 12th studio album, Brown, and my opinion, Ms. Hip Hop, about it. I will also discuss the other perceived opinions about the project Brown as well. So, two-time Grammy winner Chris Brown dropped his newly released album, Brown, on May 8th, 2026. The album consists of 27 tracks, including the previously released singles, Obvious, Holy Blindfold, Depends, featuring Bryson Tiller, and Fallen, featuring Leon Thomas, with vocals by Tank, who also appears on the track Number Body Goals. The album also features Sexy Red and Glorilla, who appeared on the song Call Your Name, Vibes Cartel on F and Party, NBA Youngboy on Red Rum, Lucky Day on Slow Jams, and Friday on Perfect Timing. The R&B singer Star celebrated the release of the album with a new music video for the moment, and thanked everyone involved on an Instagram post. So let's go over the track list for the album Brown. Leave Me Alone, Obvious, Honey Pack, It Depends, Fallen, Hate Me, Call Your Name, For the Moment, Fucking Party, Red Rum, It's Not You, It's Me, Cry For Me, Say Nothing, Slow Jams, Perfect Timing, In My Head, What's Love, Something in the Water, Won't Let Me Leave, Number, Body Goals, all cap, Colors, Skin to Skin, Theme Song, Your Time, It's Personal, and Holy Blindfold. That's entirely too many damn songs, in my opinion. He could have broken that up into two separate projects. Now, as of late 2025, Chris Brown was crowned the hottest R&B artist of 2025 by Billboard, achieved historic touring success, including topping the monthly Billboard box score in August and September with his Breezy Bowl XXL stadium tour. Congratulations, Chris Brown. Now, however, Pitchfork gave this album, Brown, a 1.3, calling it soulless. Yes. They basically called this project a piece of shit. Y'all have to go read that article for yourself, but I'll just say this. Pitchfork wasn't 100% wrong for speaking the truth. Now, a long time ago, Chris Brown was number one with his track Run It in 2005, before the cultural war and his behavior. And since then, he's been singing about his redemption legacy. And Chris Brown's project, Brown, I felt elements of all of this. A lot of fans say he's singing about the same old thing. I don't disagree, and I also don't agree. Now, let's start with this album cover. It's a deliberate nostalgical homage to the 1980s album and pop legends, most notably mirroring Michael Jackson's Thriller. The cover features Brown in a tan suit and a hat, a fedora. To me, it was kind of like done lazy with AI. Like, I think Chris Brown could have actually done a real photo shoot for this one, for this particular pose, instead of all that graphic artificial lighting. And it just makes him look a tad bit older to me, because I think that they were trying to recapture his debut studio album, Chris Brown, in 2005, with the hat and the suit wearing. I don't know. It didn't seem authentic enough for me to remember such an iconic era of music. In fact, it did just the opposite for me. Now, let's get into some of the songs, okay? Now, speaking of being unoriginal, the track theme song, it sounded like Chris Brown ran out of options to feed the phrase theme song to AI for some inspired lyrics. That's just my opinion, though. The title sounds plain and dry, and the lyrics sound really bad, and the production was on point. But it just sounds like it was AI generated with the lyrics. He says, "Go stupid. This your theme song. If you shaking all that ass, go stupid. This your theme song. Go stupid if you came with your friend." I can't make this shit up, y'all. I can come up with a better hook than that, but no one asked me, so I'll move along. This is one track I did like on Chris Brown's Brown 12 studio album, and it's called Honey Pack. Yeah, I think it was Let's Get It Crackin' song, also reminded me of a recreation of Pretty Ricky's Honey, which this song is in no comparison at all. Just the title for me, and they tried their best to give it that same build up that Honey did with Pretty Ricky. I guess it was a hit and miss. He was trying to, if he was trying, Chris Brown was trying to run out any type of singles, that probably should have been one of them, because that song got over 483K views in just 6 days alone on YouTube. Now, another track I didn't really like from this album, Chris Brown, Brown, was "Leave Me Alone." Too much sound to me like Michael Jackson. I can't stand it. I don't know. Like, more talk about his past and like, bro, if you don't get swayed by other people's opinions, then like, why keep writing about it? Like, every album, good or bad, that he's ever had, he writes about the same thing with this redemption. I think that's what people are talking about. Like, bruh, if you don't care, then stop talking about it. Continue to move forward and move over the noise of others. Hence, this is why people have this love-hate relationship with Chris Brown. Like, if you really feel that way, then start a youth organization for depression and violence against themselves and the opposite sex, and stop overly explaining it in your songs. You're going to be great with it and without it. And hang up that pen on that one. That's just my opinion, though. But one standout track that Chris Brown made into a single would have to be "Fallen" featuring Leon Thomas. This song got well over 1 million views and over 71K likes on YouTube. "Fallen" is Chris Brown's fourth single from Brown's album, and I think it's one of his most successful performances in his career, Number 79 on the Billboard Hot 100. I love the music video as well. Reminds me of the film Sinners. Yeah. So it's a cinematic 1950s period piece set in Virginia as a short film directed by Travis Colbert. The story explores themes of love, vulnerability, and regrets, featuring guest appearances like Usher, Tank, and model Kayla Nicole. Speaking of Usher, he was not featured on his album at all, even though they're both on tour right now. That's so interesting. So, look, great production work overall on this album, Brown. Just some songs may have to grow on me over time. And no matter what, Chris Brown's past, present, future, he will always remain talented, and that's a fact. I don't want to talk your ear off about all my opinions, but if you love or even hate Chris Brown, go give this Project Brown a listen and tell me what you think about it in the comments section. And make sure you email me if you want to be on the show, do a music review together, and I can introduce you to my audience if you're an artist or a business entrepreneur. My email is speakyomindradio2021 at yahoo.com. Speakyomindradio2021 at yahoo.com. All right, y'all. Talk to you later. Peace. Bye, Chicago.